Hey, hi, hello to my girls, gays, and days. It's your boy Nate. I read books because reading is sexy, and if you're not reading, you're not sexy. I just did all that with the mic turned around. Will you take me seriously in this Miffy shirt as a cultural enthusiast? September is here, and let me give you the monologue, moving from August to September. Shall we do this? All right. Back to basics, back to Oasis, Wonderwall to Life Forever, bootleg Adderall, a Celsius is fine. Drew is right. I'm tired of being asked if I'm an introvert or an extrovert. Like, bitch, I'm a pervert. Back to Beach House and Radio Department. What is my depresso without my espresso? I want to be bad, and I want to be quiet about it. Buy me a drink if you want me to be loud. And I think, what am I loud about? Literature? Films? Are the thoughts louder than my body? Do I even like the way I look in the mirror? Or do I like the way I look when I'm in books or movies? Do I look away when I'm with the people I love? Can people tell? I think the bottom line is that I do care what people think of me because I care too much about everyone, everything. Back to the desk, back to discipline, back-to-back yap sessions between friends to perfect the material. Jenny Bourne vlogs, Wolf diary entries, deleting unused apps, laundry on Sundays. I want to tell it to you good, tell it to you mean, meaningful. I am mean. Cruel intentions mean. Bad as the Badlands. I want to be funny about it because I'm too serious and that affects my posture, my stance, my position in the room and in the world. I want to stand behind subway lines unnoticed but fine. I want to blend into the background, into city confines, create concubines out of the things I love to make love the thing that gets me out of bed, but make me want to make that very bed. Less pictures, more talk. Quoting books, quoting films. Things my mother has said, things my friends say. Sui generis. Twee and tweed. The throw-all bag, large canvas totes, big leather bags. Does one buy the workwear jacket this year or the next? I'm holding it all in, to sui generis. Grand genesis. Generous of my comfort. Yeah, I mean, I love being scholarly for September, why not? But I don't want to be dark academia about it. I want to be like Cold War emo about it. Does that make any sense? So I'm thinking Susan Sontag. I'm thinking Radio Department. I'm thinking moody and broody, slightly obnoxiously intellectual about things. I can't wait. I can't wait to be insufferable. Let's do this. Faves of August. Ooh, yeah. Number 1. Keeping a sweet treat in the bag. So let me show you what I have on deck right now. I'm super stressed at work, so I require a sweet treat at all times. Because if not, I'm just going to be really angry. Where are you? There you are. Okay, well Okay, go back down. I'm so stressed. I got 2 snacks. Let's see. Well, we have Kit Kat. I love me a Kit Kat. It's the wafer and the chocolate that do it for me. I love a Twix, too. Love me the caramel and the Twix and the wafer cookie and the chocolate. That's also good. But I don't know what it is. I think it's the snap. I require the snap in like a Kit Kat bar. The Twix does not do that. I think because the caramel is too thick. That's where I lose all respect for the snap of a Twix. Does that make any sense? Anyway, these are peach flavored Kit Kats. It's acquired taste, but it's very light. The peach taste is very light, but it makes sense. I get it. I get whoever came up with this flavor. I get it. I'm into it. So we have that. And also, y'all know, I talk about this all the time. It's my favorite jelly. It's the pure Konro jelly from Japan. Great for summer, the pineapple flavor. Hits right, hits good. I love it. It's a perfect pineapple-y taste with a jelly filling on the inside that, yeah, just makes my mouth water. So yeah, sweet treat. Chat, let me know what sweet treat you got in your bag. Let me know. Life has just been so busy that I really can't be bothered carrying like any other bag. I call this the giant throw-all bag. The Trader Joe's tote bag is great. Longchamp fans, do we have Longchamp users out there? What else is a great bag? I mean, the COS Cloud bag is fine. I just don't like how dirty it gets, how like easily dirty it can get. Here I have Big Love Records Shinjuku tote bag. I mean, quite overpriced for what it was, but let me tell you, and I don't think he's watching this, but I basically got this because my crush had it. I'm not manifesting because it's never gonna happen. Like geographically, it can't happen. I got it. I got it, and it just feels like, you know, I woke up from his apartment and I just picked the closest bag and this was it. And it's his. It's not. They also changed the quality of their canvas totes. But yeah, it's a basic giant canvas tote. There's no pockets on the inside. Structure of it is a bit debatable. I think it was built more for records, but if y'all ever are in Tokyo, Big Love Records, great shop, great selection, great playlist all the time. They always play the jams. Really, really interesting stuff. A few of the songs are actually in the monthly playlist. But yeah, we got a monthly playlist. I'll jump into it more when we hit midi of the month, but good stuff as always. So yeah, I just am so lazy and I just throw everything in this bag. I don't even really know what's in it. Receipts, trash. I try not to do repeat favorites in my favorites videos because I just think there's something beautiful about finding new joys and things every month. But we got a repeat customer. My Owala. I was actually thinking of getting a smaller size. I think there's the kid size, which is 16 ounces, and this is the 24 ounce. In all honesty, I just love the free sip factor where there's a straw running up here and you can just sip directly from it without having to tilt your head or anything. And it's just been really nice at work because this is an extra limb for me now. Like, it's attached to me at all times. It's my third leg, if you all know what I mean. It's just been really nice. I think because it's just been so hot, hydration, y'all, is key. So please be out there hydrating. It's just so fun. Look at these colors. They're fun. It's Boba Fett. I love him so much. So good, y'all. So good. I think this is it. Under conception core, but I'm not going to get another Owala. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like if I just get the 16 ounce, then I'll just have to refill it constantly. I don't know. Anyway, love the Owala. A mini towel to just wipe the sweat off of me. I do also carry a hand fan, and I love it. It keeps me cool, but it doesn't dry off the sweat fast enough whenever I enter the office. So I have to wipe myself down with this because I'm just so sweaty by the time I get into the office, or even like when I get home. I'm just like, I don't want to wait for that sweat to dry. So let me just wipe it off. It's just been nice carrying like a tiny towel to just do that work for you. So yeah, bring hankies back, little towels. Yeah, I got this one from Family Mart in Tokyo. Ooh, we got the Dry Ponte crew neck t-shirt from Goo. If anyone didn't know, Uniqlo has a sister brand called Goo, which is basically a cheaper alternative to Uniqlo. Like, Uniqlo, pretty affordable already. And actually, I find that the quality is just about the same. But I recently got this shirt here, and I love it because it's such a boxy fit. I'm not gonna... Should I just try it on? Should I put it on? Okay, how we looking? I got it in this charcoal color, and it's quite similar to the Aerism tees, but I find that the Aerism tee is just like too thick, and I just sweat more in it, and I hate how the collar warps. And so far, having washed this like a bunch of times, it hasn't warped. It has a nice breezy boxy fit, and yeah, it has just been great for summer. The inner material is like really slick, so sweat just dries really fast. I also have this in black. Okay, I don't have this with me because it's at the office, but it is the Motic mobile stick stapler. So specific, y'all. So specific. Hey, hi, hello. It's Editing Nathan from the future. Just to show you, I got my stapler from work. This is the Motic stick stapler, which is incredible. Anyway, so it looks like this. Okay. And then all you have to do is lift up that switch, and then you're good to go on stapling. There you go. That's it. And then to close it, you just slide it down like that. I have been loving this at work. It's my favorite go-to stapler, because when I'm stapling things, I just pull it up and one-hand it. I can one-hand it. I feel like when you have a chonky stapler, you pick it up and then you realize, oh wait, what is the direction that I have to staple it from? But when you have this, you're like ready to go. And it's, yeah, you just need one hand. And I love that. I love a one-handed stapler. That makes no sense at all. because you can staple with one. It's just so convenient. Anyway, August fave. I love using this thing. But yes, I'll try and leave a link in the description if you're curious about this. Also, it only uses mini staplers. Love it lots. It's from Japan. Japan is so crazy, y'all. So crazy. I love it. Okay. Alright. Deuces. Ooh, also, Sunny's Book Truck bookmark. Good stock. Good stock on this card of a bookmark. Like, it holds up my mic pretty well. Love you, CJ. Okay, another favorite is this guy on TikTok. His name is Jackal the Blackal. Perhaps for copyright reasons, I don't know how I'm going to edit this, but I'm just going to play it off my iPad. He's playing, I believe it's DDR, I think, but it's one of those fun dance machines you find at the arcade. I just love it because he always shoots it in this fisheye lens, and just his choice of music, it's always either Thundercat or like city pop. Just the vibes are all there. The vibes are great, and it makes me want to go out and dance. Yeah, he's just an all-around good vibes kind of guy, and I'm into it. It soothes me. Great stuff, great stuff. He's on TikTok. My last fave of the month is the Autumn-Winter 24 campaign for C2H4. I found out about this brand from my brother, so thanks, homie. You a good one. And the whole aesthetic for the campaign is airport chic. And how do you dress up for the airport? What is the luxe leisure wear, full of comfort but also looking good while moving about? My thing is I always try to find an outfit that doesn't look too cozy, because I like to be cozy, but I want to look good. And I just don't look great in sweats at all, ever. When I get to the airport, going through all of that, being on the airplane, and then coming off and doing things immediately, because usually I won't ever have time to like get to my accommodation, take a shower, and head out into the day. It's really just me into the day. Yeah, how do you create an outfit that does all of that? It has that like Eastern European Cold War aesthetic to it that I really like. It's a bit workwear, but it's slightly elevated. Yeah, it reminds me of like the great Didion packing list. What does one pack? How do you keep things clean, tight, and tidy? You know, I'm that person. I love organizing little things, put together, packaged, move on about with all of those things. So that's kind of the aesthetic I want to aim for when I think of autumn winter wear. I hope to achieve it. All right, let's go into media of the month. For the movie of the month, I have The Last Days of Disco by Stillman, and I have to give thanks to Max K for this. He's on the tubes, he talks about books and movies, and he's just a voice I really enjoy right now because he has many interests and really good points about certain things in terms of culture and the connect between the literature, films, and the now. Thanks, Max. Love you. Yeah, reminded me that I needed to get to this Stillman film. I've been wanting to watch it for like almost 8 years. But it's The Last Days of Disco. It has Chloe Sevigny and Kate Beckinsale. And it's a talking movie. I'm going to call it there's this branch of movies where it was just really elevated dialogue that circles around in order to create tension and develop plot. And so it is character-driven, less character study, really good talks that push story. You have all these conversations in between these New York yuppies, a specific time in New York, the 80s, finding hope, joy, solace in the club. Talking during the club, which I've always liked. I think you can share the most intimate things in a club where the music is so loud and you can say whatever you want because no one's really listening because the music's too loud. So whatever you say, the other person might not hear it, but you said it. And I think it's that confession, that privacy in the chaos of the noise that's kind of beautiful because then you get to dance to it. I just love that. I just love all of that. I love the lights. I love the darkness. I love house, techno. Reasons why I go out. I love to read. I love to go out. I really liked it. It was good. I love the sharp writing and how Stillman is able to create this like really good flow throughout the movie without it ever being too boring or stagnant. So he does a really good job of making sure the players all have a good sense of self, and with that you get a really good character-driven story. Check it out. Stillman. For our album of the month, I have two. I love the new Magdalena Bay album, Imaginal Disc. I love all the songs from True Blood Interlude all the way to Fear Sex. It's stellar. I just love the crisp, ethereal sound that they always have, and what I love is that each song bleeds into the next, so it just ultimately feels like a complete work. And it's done so fluidly, but like you can also listen to each song as like a single. They always put out great albums, and I just love how consistent they are with their sound, but also how experimental they can sometimes get. I'm a simple gal, y'all. I really am simple. I love the new Sabrina Carpenter. Short and sweet, great album, great fun, summery album to move into fall. We really did Juna to Juno with this album. But yeah, I like Bedchem. That's a great one. Fun and frivolous. I like that sometimes. Let me have it. And to sort of move into music, yeah, September playlist is out. Sui generis, meaning literally of its own kind. I kind of thought about being a teenager and liking a bunch of things but not knowing what to do with that, with all that liking. And so these are all songs that I grew up with, some that imitate what I grew up with. So I was thinking about Beach House, Radio Department, but I didn't want to be a bore about it. I didn't want to make another playlist like everyone else has with the moody and broody vibes. So I chose, a select few here. It opens up with this Tom York song. Does anyone still listen to Tom York? He was just so ingrained in my upbringing that I loved him a lot. The Knife as well. I was that kind of emo. Let's see. We also got Moody Man. I love Wednesday Night People. That's such a great jazz house track that I think easily is a great adhesive to move from like slow, sad stuff into like, let me chill a bit. Also, if y'all didn't know, I have these arranged in a very specific way where there is a 3-second crossfade. So if you set your Spotify settings to like 3-second crossfades where the song will bleed into the next, I've arranged it in a way where it should make sense. The songs all speak to each other in this regard. That Moody Man song slips perfectly into Duality by Black Jazz Consortium, then slips into this very interesting track called We Should Fall by Stalker Studio and Dish Dance that I found in a thrift store in Koenji in Tokyo that was really spellbinding. Oh, about Big Tokyo Records, Shinjuku. They had this interesting track from Jacko Eno Kalevi. I think that's how you say it, but this track called Who Put the Bomb. And when I walked in and heard it, I was just like, wow, amazing. But they knew I was super sweaty and needed something a little charming, so they put on Clara, which was great. They put on Juna, and it was awesome. We got some Soko on here. I listened to Soko a lot growing up, and I believe Pato recently put this in one of their playlists. But yeah, Soko is great, husky voice. And yeah, I was also thinking of Twee. So I have Heidi Cakes by The Land of Loops on here that I found by way of Lick the Star by Sofia Coppola, a short film, if we're talking about Media of the Month. That's a great short film. It's on YouTube. It's like 13 minutes. You can do it. It's a great short story about really mean middle school girls. So have at it. But yeah, there's So Early to Tell by Gaze, You and Me by Tiger Trap. I just feel like those were very twee songs. Just existed in this like tiny part of the world where it used to be so cool to go to garage shows and stuff like that. Yeah, and then ends with this amazing track by A$AP Rocky and Jessica Pratt called Hijack. Love this one a lot. It's more Jessica Pratt than A$AP Rocky, but I love the way that I moved it into this vegan track. I love Vegan, The Path Less Traveled, and ends, I think rightfully so, with this Max Richter song called Recomposed. Reminds me a lot of the violins at the end of Cruel Intentions. What's that song? Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve. Yeah, it's a bit of a bloated playlist. It has 33 songs on it, but it involves really easy listening, and it's a bit moody. But I love it because I put too much work into it. Originally, there were like 100 songs in it, and I was just like, how the hell do I cut 100 songs down to 33? But we did it. We did it. I'm not a big fan of the ins and outs at the moment. I have one in and one out, and I didn't have a lot of time to think about my ins and outs. Like, I had petty theft as an in. I'm not gonna condone that. Like, maybe, but no, I'm not. My only in is doing the work because I am so sick and tired of saying I'm tired and not doing the work. Because everyone is tired. Who is not tired? If you are not tired, are you living in this world? Are you living in the context of 2024? Like, you have to be tired because I am exhausted by the world and by work and by just everything. Obligations, me as a person, there's a lot going on. And then my only out is saying I'll get to it and not following through with it. So yeah, they go hand in hand. I'm just so sick and tired of putting things off, not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Who else is going to do it? Nobody else is going to do it for me. I got to do it. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do the most before the year ends because like already schedule-wise, like everything that I have to do wise, everything's already mapped out. So I'm like pretty much done until January in terms of like things scheduled out and stuff. I'm just like, so I want to do more than what I already am doing in order to make sure I'm on top of my game. Yeah. So that includes like writing, cleaning out my TBR, finances, just everything really. Yeah, like there's two or three writing projects that I want to get to, and I want to make sure that they're done before the end of the year so that I can put them out for the next year kind of thing. Anyway, let me know, y'all, how do you do it? How do you do it? Like, Notion helps a lot, helps me organize. It's my second brain. I love it to death. But sometimes that second brain is too much. It hurts to have two brains. I think I need a third. That's it. That's all I have to say. As always, be well, do good work, keep in touch.